Hi. Checking your packing list as soon as you get your lab kit is extremely important. Um, this is a really awkward angle for this video, but I'm not really that good at video recording. I'm new at it. But anyway, um, I'm going to show you how to check your packing list. I haven't even checked mine yet. So I have, this is a brand new kit for me. So, and for every lab that you do, I'll do a demonstration video to show you how to do it. I won't show you the results, but I'll show you, the procedures and that kind of thing. So I've got my box. I'm going to open it up. I do see an access code on the inside right here. I see an access code. That access code is going to get me onto the digital portion of the lab manual. But what I'm really interested in is this packing list. I want to go through and check everything on the packing list. I don't know if I'll have time to do that in this video, but I'll check some of the things. So I'm just going to start. I've got my access code, and I'm going to check by the box that says present. And so right here, I checked that I do have an access code. In fact, I would recommend that you try out your access code and make sure that it works. Make sure that you can get to the online digital materials for your eScience lab. All right, so you've got your access code, you've got your general kit instructions booklet, which I think is this. It's so cool to have live, not live, but you have real organisms in here. And this is the instruction booklet, so I can check that off. And it tells you the number too. There's one of them. Labware, I need one 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. So I'm going to take some of this stuff out, including the starfish and the frog. This is my 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. I have one. And then a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder, one of those. 100 milliliter plastic beaker. There's four of those. That's these. This is one of them. And then the rest are in plastic, but these are 250 milliliter plastic beakers, and you should have five of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And if you get to something that you do not have, you need to contact esciencelabs.com/support. www.esciencelabs.com/support. You would go there and you tell them which kit you ordered and let them know that you're missing some materials. That does not happen often. They're actually really good. Well, in fact, last semester I didn't have a single problem. But you do need to check. So, because you don't want to get to a lab and not have what you need. Then it says glass test tubes, and there should be 3 glass test tubes. Well, I am betting that they are in this thing because this is a test tube rack. So they're in the bubble. They're in the bubble wrap, and along with the test tube rack. So I've got my glass test tubes, 3 of those, a measuring spoon, 1 measuring spoon, and that's in this bag right here. It actually is labeled measuring spoon and permanent marker. So I'm going to check off my 1 measuring spoon. I'm actually going to look down the list. Additional materials, 1 permanent marker, check that off. And let's see, then pipettes, disposable pipettes. Here they are. So there's 10 of these disposable pipettes. A ruler, a safety bag with an apron, goggles, and gloves. And here's the ruler, so I can check these off. This actually doesn't take that long. A test tube rack, I already saw that. The permanent marker. Then dissecting pins. So in here I have my dissection tools, and I can open this up. And I do not see dissecting pins in this. These are the pipette. This is a small bag. That's not it. Oh, I see some. Okay, so I can see them. I'll bring it up closer to you. These are dissecting pins are underneath the toothpick. So dissecting pins are just really small. Let's see how much time I have. Okay, just checking. Okay, so, and in this bag, I may as well go ahead and check off the fishing line, the toothpick, the dissecting pins, and this looks like some kind of keychain, like flashlight kind of thing. So let's see. Dissecting pins, check. Dissection tools, I already opened that up and showed it to you, check. Dissection tray is that plastic or that styrofoam thing that I took out to begin with. That's the dissection tray. So, fishing line, flashlight. I already saw the frog and the starfish, but I just want to hold them up because there's the starfish. It is huge. And you do not open these until you're ready to do the dissection lab. It will be disgusting. You want to keep them sealed in their package until you use them. So the frog, the starfish, toothpick, and then it says neutral litmus test strips, 8 of those. Okay, and that's something that I see on the package here. I see that there are pH test strips in here, and I can look in the package and I can see them, these little white strips. So I've got those. I need to actually count that I have 8. And weigh boats look like, let's see, it can look like different things, but weigh boats look like this. Okay, those are weigh boats. And sodium bicarbonate is a chemical, and the chemicals are in this box. So you open that up and look for one that's labeled sodium bicarbonate. The bacteria and the archaea, it says for that section, it says you have to have sterile cotton swabs, petri dishes. Petri dishes look like this. This is what petri dishes look like. These are small, but I think there are some large ones. These are larger petri dishes for the bacteria and the archaea. In fact, this is the set for the bacteria and archaea lab. And I was looking to see if it contained the cotton swabs. I actually don't see my cotton swabs, and I'm not going to look for them right now because I really just want you to know what some of this stuff is. And I know you know what cotton swabs are. So then we have parafilm. Parafilm is like wax paper. Penicillin disc, kanamycin disc, ampicillin disc, forceps. These are all in the package that says bacteria and archaea. And then fungi is the lab that should come. It should say fungi on the lab. Here it is, and you should just check the materials and make sure that you have what you need for the fungi lab. Let's see, energy and photosynthesis, aluminum foil, cheesecloth. Okay, let me show you what cheesecloth looks like. This is ecology, energy and photosynthesis. Okay, so there you can see the aluminum foil, and I'll take it out and show you what cheesecloth looks like if you've never seen it. It's actually used to make cheese, and it is in here. It looks like this. It's like kind of almost like a net kind of material. It's got a lot of little teeny tiny holes in it. It's used for straining or filtering. So I've got the cheesecloth. Let me look real quick and see if there's anything else that would be hard for you to identify. Um, check valves. Okay, so for the circulatory and respiratory system, it says something about check valve. Um, two check valves. Okay, and those are labeled. Um, what else? I think everything else on here will be pretty easy for you to identify. Um, the chemicals, like I say, are labeled. So anyway, go through, do your checklist, and then make sure that you turn in your lab safety contract signed, filled in. There's some questions, and then you have to sign it. Fill in every one of the blanks and turn that in. That's for lab 00. These are the two main things you need to do for lab 00 is you need to do your packing list, and then you also need to do something on Moodle for a grade, which is to sign and fill in your, you're going to download your lab safety contract, fill it in, and then upload it to the lab 00 assignment. And I will do a separate video to show you how to do that. This one I just wanted to make sure you knew how to check off your packing list. All right.